Hey guys, welcome back. Now we are going to create the interface for our inventory transaction, which is one of the most important interface in this inventory transactions. How are we going to calculate all of these, like stock in, how it is working, a stock out, how it is working, what is the logic behind that one. When we select a product, how are we getting the current stocks for the products as well. So everything we have to do as part of this interface here. So let's go on to create this one. So did we create any actions for that? We see, I am trying to use as many features as we can use using the whatever has been given by the Appian, so that we have more time to focus on other things here. So we don't need to update any inventory transactions. We can just create it, click on next here and click on next, and for here we will generate this inventory transaction. Click on generate. So it will create our process model, and process model we will edit only if it is required for that one, so that we can spend more and more time building and understanding the application as well, how it's working. So now we will select this and click on generate. It will create the interface and process model. As of now, you might have noticed that for this suppliers or products as well, we have not touched the process model. We are going to use what Appian is going to already provide us. So if you refresh it here it will create the process model for the inventory transactions and the interface as well. So this is our interface for this one here, and we will try to update this interface, and this is the process model. We don't need much change here. So now in the interface, create inventory transactions. Okay, so the very first thing is going to be product ID FK. So it is already getting the product ID, right? So the label is in the display name. See here, it is getting the name from the displays here. Inventory transaction dot fields, okay, dot product ID FK. If I change the display name from here, automatically it is going to get changed in the interface as well. This is a new feature which we haven't used a lot before, but this time we are trying to use it as much as we can. So let's go here and update the display name for the product ID FK. This is just going to the product name here, okay, and click on OK. So this is going to be our first change here. Display name we have changed. Make sure to not change any other fields name, okay. Make sure that it is only display name. Okay, the next thing is transaction type is fine, supplier ID FK. So here as well we will change the name to just supplier. We don't need ID and anything. Click on OK. So these two fields we have changed. Do we need to change anything else? Supplier ID, remarks, and all these things are fine. Transaction date, okay, that's fine. Product ID, transaction type is fine. And now let's try to save our changes here. Save the changes, and automatically in the interface, once it is saved, it will refer that particular display names here. Click on test interface, click on test here, and you will see that okay, it's not yet ad hoc value, it's not reflecting yet. It should reflect it. Let's try to refresh and check once again. Yeah, now if you see, a product name is there, supplier is there, whatever we have done, that there it is reflecting, and already it is getting the values from here. All these products are getting from drop down only, and we are getting with the help of the data. Okay, so this we don't need any change. Transaction type we are not going to use this text field. For that we will create a dynamic stock in and stock out buttons here. So quantity is fine, quantity we do need it here, and then supplier also we will need it. Transaction date and time, it will be captured by the system, users should not enter themselves, okay. And then this supplier ID FK is there, so it should be just, I'm not sure why supplier ID FK didn't changed. Just now it was reflecting as changed one, but okay. This is the remarks. This is going to be not just a text field, this is going to be the paragraph field here. Okay, so we can change the height of this paragraph field to short here, so that it takes less space, and this is going to be your text field. Okay, click on save your changes. Okay, and now it is the time to create those two buttons here. So first of all, any product will be added here, quantity we can add it here, and then supplier ID. I guess okay, sometimes it is not reflecting, it is not very consistent. So I'm not sure about why sometimes it shows the data as I see here, sometimes it shows IDFK. So I'm just going to write it here, like by ourselves only. Product, unnecessary confusion we can get into, and here I will just write it here as supplier. Okay, this is going to be our supplier here. So supplier is not going to be integer, it is also going to be a drop down field. Okay, and in this drop down value save into is there. Okay, placeholder we have to write it here. Okay, placeholder is going to be here select. Okay, and then the data part is going to be here IMS inventory transaction. Okay, IMS. Oh, supplier we cannot select, that is another thing. Okay, but just now we have created supplier record type, right? So this is going to be our data. Okay, so I will just replace with this one here. Okay, and now the choice labels, is going to be here this one dot name, and the choice values is going to be this. Okay, dot id. This is the choice label, this is a choice values, and now the suppliers are also ready here. So this is the quantity, this is the supplier, and remarks is going to be optional here, it won't be required, no need to keep it required here. So you can see here this is the stock in, and what will be the okay, so add stock, we can name this button as add stock here, add stock, that's it. So once it is there, then we can directly add the stock. Click on save your changes. So as of now this is ready, but we need those two interactive buttons to select transaction type here, stock in or stock out are you going to do. So first of all we will go into the design mode, and we will add a columns layout at here. Okay, and we might need 4 columns here. Okay, and then we will need the buttons. So one button will come up in this one, and another button will come and this one here. Okay, so this button layout, it should be close to that one. So margin of alignment is going to be here. So now if you see these two buttons are now close to each other. Go to the expression mode. The first button is this one here, it will be named as stock in, and the other button layout will be named as stock out. Okay, after this one we need some of the values like this. It has, like this arrow button is very important here. Arrow button is basically telling what is in and out. So I do have the arrow buttons here. So this is for the stock out. Okay, and the other arrow button is for the stock in. This is not available in the icons here, so I have to copy paste from the Google. Okay, next one we need some of the variables here, because see, initially these values should have the what you can say, earlier values should be selected, because see here, if I open a blank interface here, what is happening right now, automatically stock in is selected. We want the same behavior here as well. Okay, transaction, okay, transaction type, I will make it here 1. So 1 means basically it means stock in. Now let's change the behavior of this one. So we will make the style here. So if local bank transaction type is equal to 1, then it should become here, what are the different styles which are available. So this is going to be a link solid. Okay, so it should be here. Okay, I'm writing in wrong place. Okay, here we will write it here as solid, otherwise it will be outline. Same condition we will add for this stock out as well. Whatever we are going to do, it is the this is the style for that one. Same condition we have added for stock in and stock out as well, and it is going to be here 2. Now if you see here, currently stock in is selected. When I click on the stock out, this transaction type should change to 2 here. So we will go into the save into configuration here. This is the save into, and this is the A bank save. Target is going to be here local bank transaction type, and value we are going to save as 2. Now click on stock out here, it will become here 2 and this will become primary. Click on stock in here, it should again become, okay, same save into, we need it here as well, so that it will save back to 1. Copy here and okay, paste it here, and here we will name it here 1 and click on stock in here. So now this time stock in is selected and here stock out is selected here. Now here we are saving the variable, that is one thing, but we do have inventory transaction record type as well. Here nothing is getting affected, either you select any of the button, that is not correct, right? We need to save either in and out for the transaction type as well here. So apart from this one, we will need a other save as well. A bank save target is going to be an inventory transaction dot transaction type, and if it is 1, it should save here in, and same save we will copy it here and we will paste for this other one, and here we will just write it as out. Okay, now if I select here stock out, so here you can see out is there and stock in, then in is selected here. Now for the in transaction, you will see that supplier is here, but for the stock out, supplier is not here. So we will add the same show when condition for supplier here. Show when or of local bank transaction type is equal to 1. Only show when it is in. If I select here out, then it won't be shown here. So that's all. And make sure that what will happen, like one of the edge case is that if I select something like this one, manufacturing, okay, allied manufacturing, this is selected as supplier finder. If I click on a stock out, as of now in the interface doesn't show, but here in the record type it is still present. It means that bad data can go into the system as well. So make sure that when you are doing the stock out transactions, you are nulling out the supplier ID. RI inventory transaction dot supplier and make it null. So if I make here stock in here, click on stock out here, it will make this transaction as null here, and if I go back to stock in, this will come as null here. So basic structure has been ready for that. Click on save your changes. And now the next thing here is that if I click on stock in, see here it should show add stock button. If I click on stock out, it should not show add stock still, right? Because the button should be changed here. What we were showing here, remove stock. So that's what we have to show here as well. So we will go into this button once and we will add a condition here. If local bank transaction type is equal to 1, then show add stock, otherwise show remove stock. This is done. Okay, now comes the save into configuration, which is very important. So inventory transaction have only created by and created to as metadata field. Rest everything we are capturing from the form itself. So in the save into button, I will save into this one. Okay, a bank save created on is there. We just have 2 fields, so I don't think update would be required here. Okay, I can directly use by this one. We can do the a bank update as well, but only 2 fields are there, so I'm just making it like this one. Click on remove a stock. So once I remove the stock, created by created on will be there. If I do any transaction stock in and select the supplier from here, okay, and then add the remarks here and add that stock. So here you will be able to see that all the data have been populated. Okay, supplier is not getting selected. Why? Okay, now click on add stock. That's fine. So all these values are present now. Click on save your changes. One more thing is left, that is the color here. So when we do stock in, the color is here green. When we do stock out, it is red, so that it identifies the user that what are you actually going to do here. Okay, color combination is very important, so we will also do the color part. Okay, so we will write the color here. If local bank transaction type is equal to 1, we can also give here or. Okay, and then if it is equal to 1, then show which are the different colors. Let's see here, available. So one is action, one is negative, secondary. So if it is in, so we need green color. So we don't have green color here. Okay, so I have one hex color which is present for the green color. Otherwise it will just show here. If I don't give anything, then what color is there? Accent color it shows as default. See here, stock in is green. Okay, and then the same thing we will add for here. Okay, this is the save into part, collapse this and add the color. If the transaction type is equal to 2, then it should show here negative. Otherwise it should show here what is the default color. Okay, the default is accent, negative, secondary. We can show otherwise secondary color as well, not an issue. See here. Okay, E should be capital. Okay, that's fine. So if I click on stock out, then it will become negative here. If I click on stock in, then it will become positive here. Click on save your changes. Now almost all the fields we have filled here. Let's see any, oh, transaction date is also remaining here. So transaction date, okay, we should have used that update function, but anyway, one more field is only remaining, so we can adjust it somehow here only. So this is going to be a transaction date and it is going to be now. Okay, so all these things we have now added here. Click on add stock and all of these values are now populating here. If I click on stock out, then also it works as expected, and click on remove stock, it will get removed as well. So all these values are working fine, and here we are able to create create transaction screen. One thing in that is left is when you select a product, how many stocks are present for this product, that is not yet added here, which was already part of this one. Any product you will select, you will get the current stock for this one, and then we will need to add some validation as well, that you cannot remove these many of things. But as of now we haven't created this rule to get the available stock here. So first of all we need to do some stock in and stock out, then we have to create that expression rule for the validation. So we will create that as well. So as of now this is ready. So that was all for now guys. Thank you.